that is.
Yeah. I'd like to actually start with a shameless plug. Shameless. But if anyone would like a poem for a different occasion than a Christmas party, go to poemsbyharry.com.
The Lawrence and sisters here, we're all professionals.
Friends and family, you pay whatever you like. I'll write whatever you like for you and we'll have a great time. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that time of year again when I get dragged up here again to spread Christmas cheer again. I look at my calendar and it's my favourite night. It's amazing that I leave this so last second to write. I was looking for some inspiration, a creative spark, so I went to have a chat with a duck in the park. I went to pick their brains, see what lies beneath, and I asked one its name, and he said it was Keith. I said, right Keith, I'm looking for inspiration and I haven't got much. I'm trying to write a poem, I'm having no luck. I was wondering if you had any ideas and such, and he said, and you thought the solution to this was to talk to a duck. I said, well, I was hoping it would be a kind of idea springboard. A couple of years ago, I did one about a penguin. They liked that. Last year was a bit of a dip. And I thought this year, a chat with a duck would give it a kick. He said, maybe the reason you're struggling with the words is because the premise of this poem is entirely absurd. I'm going to drop you some facts because you might not have heard that a duck isn't even a Christmassy bird. And furthermore, what is Christmas? I'm a duck. Be more aware of who your listeners is. I feel sorry for anyone who has to witness this. Stick to penguins and be consistent with this. I said, okay. You said some mean things there, I'm going to pretend I didn't hear. Because actually you've touched on some lovely ideas. What you've allowed me to do here is potentially explain the concept of Christmas from a totally different referential plane. That would be a lovely way to explore this terrain, and hopefully next year they'll invite me again. He said, could you speed this up? The other ducks are looking at me strange. I'm talking to a human, they'll think I've gone insane. I said, okay. Well, this is the Christmas season. We celebrate it for religious reasons, and so that we can look forward to something when it's freezing. We like to decorate them after we bring the trees in. We like to stand in Chris's living room and see how many we can squeeze in. We all huddle tight and sing songs in the room, and everyone's welcome. We assume.
Harry, I mean, what an insult. Whose phone is that? Gary Jones, get him
out! Right. There's singers, musicians. It's like Marlowe's Got Talent, and then Chris brings me on to restore the balance. Because his girls are singing ballads till we're asking what's next. They bring me on to say, you might not have talent, but at least you got prospects. And then we all go to bed, and all through the house, not a creature is stirring, not even a mouse. Each of us sleep and dream in our bed. Visions of sugar plums dance round our head. We lay under the stars, Orion's belt, the Big Dipper, and Chris dreams of sugar plum, his favourite stripper.
It's a joke. Or a really big coincidence.
We all wake up the next day and it's family joy. Father Christmas visits all the girls and boys. A day of family fun, no upset or annoys. The girls and boys play with all their toys. Yeah, it's a day that truly warms the soul. And yes, it's about Jesus, but also a man at the North Pole. And Lord knows how he does it, but every year he goes round the world, dragged by reindeer. He visits every house in the world, without fail, all across the globe, apart from maybe Israel. Keith was amazed. He said, I thought you guys just waited for bread to go stale for days. And then gather your sons and gather your daughters, get together and throw the bread in the waters. I said, is that really what you think we do? He said, yeah, the only time I see you guys is when you're chucking bread at us. How about some fresh bread? It can't be that hard. Or no bread at all, I'm trying to stay off the carbs. He said, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to have to give you the red pill. Don't turn up this Christmas, tell Chris you're ill. I said red pill. You're going to have to stay consistent with your level of human knowledge, Keith. You can't claim to know what Christmas is and then make Matrix references in the middle of my poem. Think of how many people that's going to bug. Keep it consistent, Keith. I've got a business to plug. And actually, I think this poem might be a hit. I'm taking poetry, I'm making it hit. How about at 7:30 you meet us at the ship and I'll let you know if they thought I was good.